Hi, welcome back to my kitchen and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we're going to be trying out this recipe that I found in one of the newspapers in town called a cookie bar. I don't really know how it's going to turn out, but come along with me and let's see how it goes. So here is the recipe that I found in my newspaper, and I will be sure to put it in the description box below. I have all of my ingredients prepped, and I even have my peanuts already chopped up in my mini food processor. I'm setting them aside, and I'm going to prepare my graham crackers for their crust. Do you guys have any home goods that you got from your wedding that you just use every day? I love my food processor. It's a mini one, but it definitely gets the job done. So next I'm going to prepare the butter. Something that I thought was strange about this recipe is that instead of preparing the graham cracker crust with the melted butter beforehand, it has you preheat the oven and put the butter in the pan and melt it that way. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Has anybody ever heard of doing it that way? Next I'm going to clean up my mess, and then I pull my butter out because it is ready to be mixed around in the bowl. Again, I thought this was so strange, but I'm going with the recipe. And it turns out pretty good when you mix the graham cracker crust in it. So next I reached for the chopped peanuts that you saw in the beginning of this. I spread them around, and the recipe calls to make layers of all of the ingredients. So I added the chocolate chips as well as some sweetened shredded coconut. I think it's so tasty. I just love to keep all these things in the house because I sometimes will bake from scratch, and it's so much easier if you don't have to stop in the middle and run out to the store. So next I'm adding different layers of everything. And I went until I ran out of chocolate chips, otherwise I probably would have made a few more layers in this treat. Next, I grabbed my can of sweetened condensed milk. Like I said, this recipe is a bit of a hot mess. It said a can. I know that you can have any size can, but I guess this is the most generic size. I also wasn't sure if you'd be able to see the pattern that I poured the stuff in, so I tried to stay pretty cohesive. Next, I scraped it all out not to miss any, and I also made sure to spread it all around so that it was well coated, because again, I don't really know what to expect from this, especially with putting this on top. But following the recipe. Into the oven it goes, and here it is all finished. Once I pulled it out and saw how it caramelized around the edges, but it was still soft on the inside, I was pretty excited. Yes, this is cooled down, that's why you can see me using my hand to touch the pan. I'm going to taste test these and see how they turned out. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to grease the pan, so as soon as I started slicing it, actually when I pulled it out of the oven and I saw that it was kind of baked around the edge, I was like, I ruined them. But they came out really easily, so let's see how they taste. So these are really good. The crust on the bottom that I was sure that I screwed up, it's holding together really well, and it's really tasty, honestly. So I recommend these. The recipe is a little bit of a hot mess, because I didn't use the exact amount. I used what I had. So I used a smaller dish where it does recommend a 9 by 13. but I think it turned out really good. They're very tasty. I enjoy them. So let me know if you give this a try. Totally tag me on Instagram and let me know how you like them. All right, let's get started on some tasty coffee. So first, I brewed some coffee and I made sure that it was cold. I also added ice as well as some half and half and some heavy whipping cream, a little bit of cinnamon, and a little bit of nutmeg. I put some brown sugar in. Isn't this coffee spoon so cute? Next, I use my hand whisk and I froth it right up. Sometimes when I add the heavy whipping cream, I whip it until it's nice and whipped creamy. Look at that delicious cream. And there you go. Add a straw and enjoy. All right. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for trying these. Bye.